Good evening all. We'll kick off tonight with head coach Seb Hines. Seb, just share your initial reactions to tonight's result.
Yeah, disappointed with the result, but not the performance. I thought, between the two halves, I thought we put some really good pressure on, forcing a lot of turnover, a lot of errors. And I sound like a broken record, but it's fine margins again. We're so close to scoring. They're clearing one off the line, two goals off the line, and it's just not meant to be right now. And I just told the players at the end of the game, you just got to keep believing and keep pushing, and it will turn around. There's a lot of great moments within the game, but we just got to continue to do what we're doing, and it will turn around at some point. And luckily for us, there's still enough time in the season to turn it around. The challenges have been obviously 3-game week and quick turnaround, but I'm not one to make excuses. I thought we were great. I thought there was a lot of intent today, it's come down to a moment.
All right, we'll start with questions. If you're online, a reminder to hit that raise hand icon. We'll start with Austin.
Seb, I know as you talk about fine margins, just that moment late in the game, but just dealing with the press of North Carolina, you knew coming in that was going to be one of the key factors in this game. Just kind of how did you feel the preparation leading up to this game was, and just how do you feel like kind of it was implemented through the game?
I think we struggled at times. I thought, the message at halftime was when we do switch the point of attack, it does unlock them and we get good opportunities to score. I think we had 3 opportunities in the first half where we switched the point of attack, created overloads in those wide channels, and whether it resulted in a cross or a shot, those are moments that we wanted to highlight. I think there was also moments where we played into their trap with their intensity of their press, and that's going to happen at times. And then I think second half, gaps started to open up a little bit more for both sides. But there was also, a lot of desire to get behind the ball and not allow the other team to amount to anything. Like I said, it was a quick turnaround. Some players have had to play 3 90s in a week, which is obviously tough. But these are the challenges that we face in the league, and we wouldn't swap it. We want to be in CONCACAF. We want to be, in the league, fighting for a playoff spot or fighting to go up in a playoff spot. So, I think we've got to embrace those challenges, and I thought the players did extremely well tonight.
Just kind of in the build-up for a lot of the chances that you had tonight, it was a lot of crosses from wide areas. It seemed like North Carolina was really kind of forcing those movements, keeping everything out of the middle. Just in terms of those balls into the box, you had Ali Watt as a target, but just you didn't have a lot of size. What do you kind of do to kind of add more dimensions to the attack instead of just those crosses and trying to get more balls into the box?
It's not forcing it. It's, there's different types of crosses. You got outswinging crosses from someone like a Oyani or a Bella on the opposite side, Marta on that left-hand side, but Jackie on the right-hand side can in-swinging crosses, and sometimes if no one touches it, it can go into the back post, creating overloads in those back zones as well. The weak side winger going in and potentially getting an opportunity to score as well, causing second balls as well. I think, we get to the byline and it's a cutback cross, and I think Haley gets a shot off, but it gets cleared off the line, and it's like, those are the moments where you were saying, we're doing a lot of the great things. It's just not falling our way. And then I think there was a moment where even towards the end in the 95th or 96th minute, it lands to Summer Yates and it gets cleared off the line again. So just causing chaos as well. Good things can happen, and that's why we have to continue to be persistent with it. Because, like you said, there's a lot of bodies in the middle, but there's good things that can happen when we get those crosses, or things can land to us. But we've got to continue to work on it.
I guess kind of going off of that, with the last league game against Bay where you had balls hit off the crossbar, the post. Now this game where you have two balls cleared off the line. Just as a coach, how do you keep the mentality right? You know, it just seems to keep piling on over and over again. Just what can you do from your coaching staff's point just to keep the spirits high and the mentality fresh?
I think you have to highlight it. You've got to highlight the good moments. You've got to highlight the desire to be in those positions and you know, the delivery of the cross and making defenders defend. You know, it's incredibly difficult when balls are getting put into the box and things are landing to the opponent, and so we have to continue to be persistent. We have to continue to highlight those good moments, and you know, you can't lose hope as well, and that's really important at this stage of the season, that we lose hope. You know, players that lose hope, you know, they don't put themselves in the position to score the goal. So yeah, it's continue to motivate, empower the players to make sure that they're still making good decisions in those moments. And again, good things will happen and it will turn around for us at some point. But you could see the energy of the crowd as well. Getting behind the team was phenomenal as well. And yeah, it felt like we were in a position and we wanted to be aggressive. We wanted to win the game towards the end. You know, draws at this point, you know, they're not as good as a win, and we wanted to get that winning feeling back. So, you know, bringing someone on like a Summer Yates, who obviously scored 2 goals in the week, 3 goals, sorry, in the week, could have unlocked something for us. And she gets a chance. And you know, we wanted to get as many forwards on the field as possible, but also it left us somewhat vulnerable at the back. But yeah, we want to win games at home. We want to put teams under pressure, and you know, again, we're not far away from me being here and talking about 3 points, which is our goal at the start of the game.
Since you've been here, you've emphasized the last 5 minutes of a half and the first 5 minutes of a half, and how important that is in the swing of the game. We've seen the last 4 league games where you've conceded goals in those moments. Can you talk about sort of what it is that maybe the team's missing that creates those chances for the opposition, or do you think it's a mentality thing for the team?
I think we've probably conceded in different ways. Obviously today we were trying to get the winning goal, which then also left us vulnerable at the back. So in that sense, yeah, it did leave us vulnerable. But there's also moments where, you know, at the end of the first half, where we've got numbers behind the ball and it just lands to the opposing player, and you know, they're ended up scoring. So yeah, I don't really have the answer for it. We've spoken about it multiple times, of those big 5 moments and switching on and mentality, but also you need something to work in your favour as well. Like, you know, so the ball in the back of the net, you know, it lands to us or something. But yeah, it's something that we've spoken about. We obviously want to change it as well, where we're not conceding and we're looking to be on the other end and scoring and managing those moments.
Seb, just wanted to, you kind of touched on it, just the atmosphere, the crowd and attendance. Just what are your thoughts on that overall?
Yeah, it was brilliant. You know, walking out there tonight and seeing the fans come out and turn out for the team. It's something that we've wanted for a long time, and it's great to see that we're getting that recognition for a lot of the great things that we're doing here. We obviously want more people to come out and support this team because they've achieved so much, and you can also see the effort that the players are putting into it, and so you want that to be reciprocated by fans coming in and watching and getting entertaining football. You know, we want to leave the stadium with a win though, and leave fans here knowing that they can enjoy their weekend with a win. And so we fell short tonight, but you know, it's quick turnaround. We go to San Diego, you know, we play Poland here in the next home game. So yeah, there's still a lot to play for, and we're still excited, and hopefully more fans can come out there and support us in the last stretch of the season.